The digital streets are trembling tonight, so everyone, hold on to your ring lights. Imagine this. You're taking care of yourself. As doom is reading through Instagram stories, a rogue live notification appears out of nowhere. Mendeecees notices that the tea is pouring. You anticipate a sidelong glance and perhaps a quiet, modest boast when you click. Instead, you enter a SWAT raid that is emotionally charged. Comments, yelling, cameras trembling, and there's with her eyes burning and her voice cracking. Mendeecees dropped the decade's biggest bombshell. I have receipts, and Yandy has been hiding a baby, you know. Hold on, Yandy, the master of carefully manicured couple goals and fast-paced wig changes, is actually pregnant. When did it start? Whose timeline is it? Was this scripted by the hip-hop and love producers? Or was the multiverse simply more prone to glitches than Twitter on a Tuesday? So many inquiries, so little relaxation. Did Mendeecees witness his marriage being nuked in real time? Is Yandy going to post a surprise baby bump TikTok or sue half the internet? Furthermore, why is Eric Mena now quoting scripture as if she were Moses? iPhone, hold on tight. Because we are going to reveal the most messy and juicy reality plot surprise that Season 13 has ever revealed. You'll wind up side-eyeing every family photo on your account, I promise. Let's get started. Secrets are essentially cash in the worlds of hip-hop and romance. But this time, darling, the vault just blew out because, of all people, Mendeecees went live on Instagram and dropped the most shocking, intimate truth bomb we've heard this season. And no, it goes beyond a simple petty retort or ambiguous tweet. He went into full confession mode, and his words have everyone's mouths dropping to the ground and their wigs flying. This is what transpired. It was easy at first. Mendeecees noticed that he was speaking to fans live, responding to innocuous inquiries. The typical "God's still working on me" feeling, you know? Then someone left a comment, "Though Yandy, where are you? I haven't seen her recently. Is she expecting a child?" Boom. The entire atmosphere was altered by that one innocuous remark. Mendeecees grabs. He seemed to be trying not to react as his face twitched, but the tea was too hot to hold on. She wanted to continue acting brand new on TV, so he stopped, took a deep breath, looked directly into the camera, and said, "Man, y'all asking stuff I ain't even supposed to talk about, but forget it. Just say this isn't no, Lima. It's facts, not rumors." Yandy had been concealing the fact that she was pregnant from everyone. The comments section exploded. For example, pause, hold on, a minute. The scheduling queen Yandy. Full pregnancy was concealed by everything from a press presentation to a pedicure. When did Yandy Smith Harris start moving silently? This is the same woman who used to live tweet about her labor pains. She is currently making a baby reveal on par with Bianca, but without Vogue spread or flower crown. The numbers don't add up. However, it didn't end there. Mendeecees saws continued to speak. Yes, he was prepared. This wasn't a new thing, he remarked. It has been developing for months. He claims Yandy didn't even inform him immediately. Yes, exactly. Mendeecees stated that he didn't even have a friend when he learnt about it. When a stylist informs you that your wife has been missing fittings due to nausea and swollen feet, you can imagine how awful that must be. Man, hurry up. That's crazy, crazy. I would be understating it. However, if this is accurate, then this is more than just a family problem. So let's go back in time for a moment. There is a serious industrial controversy here. One of the most noticeable cast members of L Season 13 is Yandy. People are observing her at every moment, examining her attire and facial expressions. We're supposed to assume that no one, not even Mona Scott Young, saw the bump based on facial expressions and captions. Baby, Yandy should get an Emmy for Greatest Reality Actress in a concealing role, or she's wearing shapewear from another planet. However, this is where it becomes messier still. Mendeecees began revealing details about the editing of certain scenes, the need to reshoot episodes, and the purported deliberate avoidance of camera positions by Yandy. The man actually stated, "Review episode 4 to see what I'm talking about. She kept looking sideways for a reason during the entire sequence in the kitchen." And if you go back and watch, he's kind of not lying. The bomb of all bombs is then dropped by him. And don't understand canted. This isn't some joyful announcement. No, this baby was not what she wanted. She kept it a secret for that reason. We're not even speaking at the moment because of this. Wait, do we have this correct? Mendeecees essentially informed everyone that she didn't want to be in there in the first place, in addition to Yandy being pregnant. It caused Loki to split up. It's more than simply drama. That is turmoil on par with a soap opera. And he wasn't done, honey, if you thought that was enough to take down the internet, because that's when the questions began to come flooding in. Mendeecees notices strangers inquiring, "Is it your baby? Are you two divorcing each other? Why would she conceal it?" And Mendeecees clapped back without hesitation. "I'm not claiming she cheated. You see, she did. I'm not saying. All I'm saying is that things got quite strange. She began to move strangely in March. There were several late-night phone calls and therapy sessions that I didn't attend. The hush that followed was lethal. In the chat, fans were pleading for receipts, typing in all uppercase, and wondering if another cast member is involved in Yandy's mysterious pregnancy. Others, including a program producer, were making wild estimates and were feisty and unruly. To be clear, there is no verified information regarding any instances of cheating. But there's no turning back the clock when a husband appears on live TV and begins to make vague, possibly unfounded remarks regarding fatherhood. Let's now discuss optics. As supporters began to probe right away, TikTok detectives, Reddit discussions, and Instagram all delve deeply explore the most recent uploads from Yandy, and the receipts are slipping away, darling. Fans observe that she only uploads neck-up selfies. It has been months since she last wore a full-body red carpet ensemble. Additionally, in her final live, she spent the whole time holding a huge purse in front of her stomach. Is it a coincidence or a planned cover-up? Then there is Erupts Amina, who suddenly shared a mysterious Instagram story with the caption, "Women lie, bellies don't." Yes, we did catch that. Fans of Sist are asking, did Mendeecees decide to go public now? Was Erica trying to blow the lid off this before Mendeecees did? Is there a bigger feud brewing behind the scenes? Some claim he's hurt. Some believe he's attempting to maintain his relevance on the show. Everyone agrees that Yandy's quiet is loud. Nevertheless, she has not answered. Nothing, no live, no comment, no witty retort. And this quiet says a lot. To someone who never misses an opportunity to defend themselves, Mendeecees said something that really left the timeline in shock, just when fans thought they had heard everything. If you were aware of what else was the least alarming aspect would be what goes on behind closed doors. Hold on, everyone, there's more. Leave it at that Instagram live meltdown, darling. Just when we thought Mendeecees' sight was gone, when he revealed something shocking, everyone holding their pearls and repeatedly clicking the rewind button. The man said, "I have no reason to lie," and I quoted him. "You all know why I haven't said anything. Well, I'm talking now. The only person who knows that Yandy was pregnant is me. The world now FA as well. Stop the cameras, baby. Put the season on hold." Given the way this man revealed Yandy's purported hidden pregnancy on live, while maintaining a straight face, did Mendeecees just pull a full-fledged reality TV MC drop moment? Not a shred of regret. No hesitancy at all. It's hip-hop exposing files edition and providing love. Additionally, you are aware that the internet is constantly active. TikToks, screenshots, and shady Facebook andicides, Reddit, and Twitter threads were already performing spiritual calculations, because context is important. Let's quickly rewind the tape. Now recall when people saw Yandy wearing those big coats in the 90 heat in Atlanta.em. Months ago, fans clocked it. Many people sent comments asking why she appeared to be in New York City in January. Did sis have a pillow underneath that hoodie? Yandy has been blazing as of late. Yandy dismissed it, of course, but it wasn't just the highlighter. She claimed to be playing around with layers. Atlanta chick. Now, following Mendeecees' startling disclosure, all of a sudden, everything makes sense. Her evading cameras, the strange disappearances, the mysterious posts about fresh starts, and the deepening silence. The twist is about to happen. Are you all set? References. Yandy didn't want the pregnancy to be known since she wasn't sure if Mendeecees was the father. According to a friend of a hairstylist who worked with a relative who DM'd the shade room. Please pardon me. Wait. This simply became Maury Povich. Hip Hop and Love Edition. Supposedly, and with a capital A, we say allegedly. In the mix was another man. We won't reveal the identity of this well-known music executive, but let's just assume that he rhymes with Chirk. According to an unnamed source, Mendy learned about this months ago from a cousin who used to work security for VH1 tapings. And for that reason, he has remained aloof and chilly throughout the season. In his mind, he was performing DNA calculations for July and August. Hold on, when was the last time we visited Turks and Caicos? Let's just say that there were other people who were calculating besides Mendeecees. Now, fans are going back and assembling the puzzle by watching old clips, as if it were a documentary on genuine crime. A TikTok with timestamps and slow-motion analysis of Yandy's every costume from episode 1 to episode 9 was even created by a fan. I just rewatched season 13 from the beginning, and Yandy was acting, said another Cunning. She was aware of her actions. In the meantime, Mendeecees discovers that she hasn't finished speaking back in the chaotic land. No, he's only getting warmed up. He states bluntly, later in that same live, "If I can't y'all." Mendeecees has been clinging to that sentence as if it were his confessional premiere monologue. Trust the mother of my kids. Who can I trust? I held it down when I was locked up. I came back and I got secrets. The man appeared to be practicing for his own reunion special as he paced back and forth. Online responses are a digital wildfire. Mendy's admirers believe he deserves better. She deceived him, Yandy fans. She owes no one her truth or her body. Take care of your business. Chili from the neutrals. I'm only here for the popcorn and comments. Hip-hop crew and love. Quiet, not a post, not a tweet. Crickets. Which only caused viewers to say, oh, so it's true then. In the meantime, Mona Scott Young is most likely in her home at the moment, massaging her hands in a Birdman fashion, thinking, yeah, great, bring on Theratings, and the storyline becomes even more complex. Production notes were stolen from a romantic relationship, and Google Drive data from hip-hop interns indicates that producers were told to leave the pregnancy, even though they were aware of it all along. Preparing for a significant cliffhanger in the season finale. This isn't just reality TV anymore. People, plot twists, emotional betrayal, chaotic storytelling, and fourth wall breaks abound in this masterclass. It is providing Shonda with rims, but with bottle service and baby mothers. To top it off, a fan site was DM'd by an anonymous medical professional who claimed to have seen Yandy in a private clinic in Buckhead, looking a lot like a woman in her second pregnancy. The authentic tea. Kirk Frost is said to have been with her. Don't toss your phone yet, please. Although we're not claiming Kirk is the father, rumors are circulating that a significant plot crossover may be imminent. I first heard it here. The chaos reaches a whole new level of reality TV, hellfire, baby, just when you thought it couldn't be any more chaotic. Because Mendy's secret pregnancy bomb has now caused the cast to scramble, the streets to be abuzz, and as if she were in the last round of Survivor Love and Hip Hop, Yandy sis may be lawyering up and hiding behind NDAs and group conversations. The timeline didn't just break, so let's talk about what happened following that Instagram live explosion. It caught fire. Shortly after going live, Mendeecees casually dropped that Yandy's pregnant statement as if it didn't exist. Social media became a battlefield. In an attempt to decipher the Da Vinci Code, fans began comparing timeframes, extracting receipts, and doing mathematical operations. Who is the father if Yandy was pregnant in June, but she broke up with him in August and shared pictures of her flat stomach in July? She therefore skipped the reunion recording for that reason. Wait, on Angela's show, she disputed it. Why tell lies when there's nothing to conceal? Conspiracy theories began to procreate more quickly than Zeus's offspring. A Reddit poster asserted that a production assistant who supposedly overheard Yandy and filmmakers discussing removing her baby belly from the green screen gave her insider information. Interviews. Another TikTok commentator stated unequivocally that she believes Yandy used camera trick jackets and trainers with an exaggerated waist to confuse everyone. Then the bombshell was dropped. A purportedly leaked email from Moni internal producers team under Scott Young. We cannot allow any footage showing baby bump, prenatal medications, or audio referencing her due date to air. The report purportedly stated, please scrub all season 13 footage for potential exposure of Yandy's pregnancy. Clearance pending. Excuse me, nor legal clearance, nor prenatal medication. What sort of cover-up are we seeing here? Olivia Pope-style scandal. But don't forget, the fallout at VH1 headquarters. There was a huge internal panic. According to an anonymous intern who turned whistleblower and shouted out to a TikTok user internally, executives were reportedly rushing to contain the crisis because they were worried that Mendy's mistake would breach contracts, offend sponsors, and worst of all, make Mona. If you know Mona, you know that she controls her sets like the CIA with a side of hot sauce, so it's hardly possible that she's allowing her power to disintegrate because of a messy baby secret. Scott appears to be losing control of her kingdom. In the meantime, our galley Yandy crickets were completely silent on the radio. Instead of making a comment or responding, she simply shared a mysterious Instagram story of a sunset with the message, "Some things are better left in God's hands," which had repercussions for the girl. Let's break it down. Mendeecees may have breached NDA agreements by disclosing vital production secrets. But it's not just rumors. There appears to be a huge legal and financial tsunami on the horizon. Second, Yandy supposedly had her own brand deals, set up skincare, and other things. Reality actors, especially on little, sign contracts with strong restrictions about storyline leaks, pregnancies, breakups, and even medical concerns. If he violated that, that's a lawsuit area. We're talking about possible six-figure losses. Third, if she concealed the pregnancy to preserve her reputation, businesses would backtrack and investors might stop investing. This includes postpartum fitness collaborations and even the launch of a baby product. The hashtag #TheBumpCut is trending, and fans are calling on VH1 to either reshoot reunion sequences or release the uncut film with the pregnant plot intact. One Twitter user said, "We want our drama if Yandy lied for 9 months and got paid for it. Mona, show us the deleted scenes." There's more behind the scenes though. So wait, Rashida, Kendra Robinson, and Erica Mena are reportedly incensed. Not because of the pregnancy as say, but because while they were revealing every detail of their filthy lives, Yandy kept it a secret the entire season. So we out here fighting about cheating and exabyte mamas, and Yandy gets to hide a whole child. Chilly. Nah. One producer allegedly overheard Rashida's remark. The cast feels deceived. I'm done. The production seems vulnerable. The supporters also feel deceived. In the midst of this Category 5 controversy, Mendy can be seen grinning while sipping alcohol live on Instagram.t as the internet blazes in the background. Now, there are even rumors that he did it intentionally. Consider it. What if Mendy discovers a plot to damage Yandy's reputation due to a backstage conflict? Recall that they allegedly parted ways back in May, quietly. According to insiders, Mendy didn't take it well. According to one unnamed hairdresser, he was so angry that she refused to take him back. Let's see if she enjoys being embarrassed. For once, he said, "I assumed he was kidding, but apparently not." Very few people use double quotes. So, what are our next steps? Will Yandy openly announce the pregnancy? Is Mona Scott going to tidy up the mess or profit from it? Will Mendeecees face legal action? Will he receive a spin-off instead? Since one man's confession is another woman's brand deal falling apart in the world of hip-hop and love, nothing is off the table at this point. And how it began when a single incident might turn into the most significant scandal that Season 13 has ever witnessed. Not to mention the most important query. Who is the baby daddy, if this was a covert pregnancy? Considering that if the chronology doesn't match up, but that's all we'll say. Hey, are you all still alive? Because I'm not even sure if I am after that tea explosion. Yandy's quiet is loud, VH1 had to be on, and Mendy saw Dunn convert Instagram, live into a federal crime scene. Trembling in their business shoes at the moment. Season 13 is a full-fledged soap opera with no commercial interruptions. It's not just mayhem. We must now hear from each of you. Do you believe Yandy has been concealing this pregnancy? Was it costly for Mendeecees to reveal it in such a way? Or did he save us all by being honest? Most crucial, leave a remark and voice your opinions if the maths isn't right and who the baby daddy is. We'd want to hear your most outrageous sympathies, dubious observations, and the messiest assumptions. Go ahead and hit the like button if you're still enjoying this drama like sweet tea on a porch in Georgia. Hit the notification bell to ensure you don't miss the next messy in-depth analysis because, sweetie, this plot isn't finished yet. Don't blink because we have reactions, rumors, and receipts coming your way. This has served as your informal, unpolished, and shamelessly clumsy an explanation of the secret of Yandy and Mendeecees countries involving pregnancy. Stay untidy, stay adjusted, and keep in mind that the Tessie UD better take it slowly because it's so hot. Goodbye.